So in the beginning of the film, we are shown the end of the world where, along with the depletion of resources, the heat on the world became so much that even the ice of Antarctica started melting, and the virus frozen in this ice caused many types of disasters on the land, due to which even the few humans left were rapidly killed. The governments and rich people of all the countries decided to leave this world to save their lives and went to other planets through rockets. They started going, but their decision was so bad that they did not do proper planning, nor did they know how they would reach another planet, and they knew how they would survive. In such a situation, many rockets were destroyed as soon as they went into space, and people died in space itself. Now all the children in the world, some humans were left. They died of hunger and thirst, and some died fighting among themselves. Now on the world, we were shown the only remaining human being, Eva, who was in the mountains. She used to live with a robot in the military base built on top of this military base. This military base was built by her dad, and this rot was also her dad's. This robot used to do security outside Eva's house, so that no one harms Eva and no one steals Eva's things. Even today, when Eva starts going down to get some important items, the robot gives her some instructions before leaving that not to drink the water below and to take extra oxygen. She has to go to get supplies. On going down, we are shown a destroyed world. In this destroyed world, Eva finds a superstore and goes there to get the things she needs, and there she finds lavender seeds. She knew that in today's times, it is very difficult to grow them, but she did not lose hope. She also picked up these seeds and came out of here. Even today, she was hopeful that she would find a survivor like her, but after searching a lot, she could not find any. When Abif came home, we saw that the robot was waiting for her, but every time Eva had to tell the password to this robot before going to her house. Why did Eva go from the car to the gate only 10 times? Once, Eva even got fed up and Eva entered the wrong password, and as soon as she entered the wrong password, this robot attacked her. To protect herself, Eva enters the correct password and now goes home, takes a shower along with her clothes, so that whatever virus has got stuck on her clothes gets washed off and then starts working on her work. She had also built a small greenhouse inside her house in which she used to grow the things she needed. There was nothing else in her lonely life except growing things for herself, bringing supplies for herself, and making energy for herself. Nowadays, she was installing solar at her house so that there was no shortage of energy. Eva used to do all these works alone. Her robot just kept roaming around the house. Next day while working, Eva starts joking with the robot, but this is an AI. People do not understand the joke. Well, now Eva proposes him for marriage, and here the robot tells her the definition of marriage and says that a marriage between a report and a human cannot happen. Eva tells him then, "What will happen to me? Who else is there in this world except you?" Here from the conversation between him and the robot, we come to know that his dad had gone to his battalion after building the base and had told Eva that he would return in a few days, but years passed and he did not come here. The robot also started understanding a little bit of Eva, and now the robot told him that I can work only for 40 years. If something happens to me, then what will happen to you? Eva jokingly tells him that it's okay, I will find another robot. And now Eva asks him about the rules of the robot. The robot tells that we cannot harm any human being. The second rule was that he had to follow every order given to the humans, and the third rule was that he would keep himself alive. But there were conditions in this that he should not harm the humans and he should follow the orders of the humans. Here Eva reminds him that a fourth task was also made to find new energy resources. Now the robot said, "No, I am just a security robot. I was not made to collect things." He says, "My job is only to protect you and prevent unknown people from coming here, and according to me, unknown is the one who does not know my password." Eve told him that it is wrong if someone does not know the password, but he was a human being and was dying, so you should have helped. I don't remember. That time when your duty was at a checkpost and you did not let the humans cross to the other side, even though they were dying from the heat just because they did not remember your password. You and the robots, like you, did not even let those remaining humans cross the border, and all the poor humans got killed. She tells the robot that because of you people, most of the people were killed here, but then you all were reprogrammed. If I were in my power, I would do all the things again. Even now, Eva did not feel comfortable living with this robot. She was afraid of this robot itself, but she could not stop this robot because all these tasks were done by her dad. Christmas was about to come. Now Eva asked her robot if he wants any gift for Christmas, but the robot replied that we robots do not take gifts, and Eva again got her. The sad thing came to mind that she has been living her whole life with a robot. She got fed up and said to the robot, "You can at least pretend to be a human being." After thinking a lot, the robot came to her in the evening and said to Eva, "If you want to gift me, then gift me one eye so that I can see everything." Eva looked at him with surprise and said, "Yes, it can be thought about this." Next morning, we see that Eva is a robot. She was about to go downstairs again to get the artificial tree because the real trees were no longer in this world and she had to decorate a tree for Christmas. Before leaving, Arthur gave her the same instructions, that she had to carry an extra oxygen tank and not to drink the water from the bottom. Now, when Eva came back with her things, she had to go inside the house. The robot asked her for the password as usual. Eva told her, but the robot pointed the gun at her, because this time Eva had told the wrong password. In fact, the password of this robot was renewed every 3 months, and the new password was in Eva's dad's journal. All these passwords were actually set by Eva's dad, and after setting all of them, he had written in the diary. Now that the diary was inside the house, if she had gone inside, she would have been able to see the correct password. But this robot does not let her go inside. Eva starts pleading with the robot here, but there is no feeling inside the robot. Eva was also very thirsty. She said all the passwords she remembered in front of all the robots, but all the passwords were wrong. Now Eva tries to explain to the robot. "Look, robot, I am the only person left in this world, and you have been brought here for my safety only. So let me go inside for a minute. I will take the journal and tell you your password," but the robot was not ready to listen to her. The robot did not listen to her even at this month, so she went and sat at a distance, thinking that after some time, when the robot's attention got distracted, she would dodge it and go inside the house. And as soon as she started doing so, the robot pointed a gun at her from the side. That is, doing this too could prove fatal for her. Now she was yearning to go inside her house. After some time, the medicine comes to the robot with a new idea, and she says to him, "Let me go inside. I need an axe. I want to cut trees." Robot. Told that there are no living trees in this world now, so why do you need an axe? That is, this robot remembered everything. Eva also remembered, but this robot was also helpless because of its program, which did not tell him the password. He was unknown to him, and he could not let her go inside. The robot also remembered Eva, but until Eva told him the password, he could not let her go inside. Again, Eva starts pleading in front of him like any human being. Her minute says, "That you let me go inside for 1 minute, I will look at the journal and tell you your password." But still the robot was not ready to accept his words. "Eva, you tell him, okay, then let me go inside for just a minute, follow me. If I don't tell you the correct password, then of course you will kill me." On which the robot told him, "Our job is to protect humans, not to kill them. He tells that I can kill only that person who is with me. She is unknown, and unknown to me is every person who does not know the password." Tired of the antics of my robot, Eva now stopped trying in front of him and also spent the night outside her camp. She had thought that somehow she would go inside her camp at night, but the robot, named Arthur, was not moving from her door. Next morning, Eva was in bad condition due to thirst and hunger. She had to go inside somehow. She came up with a new idea. Ladia wore her clothes upside down, and with her face raised, she went to the robot and she told the robot that I am a refugee and I need your help. She told the robot that according to the robot's laws, the robot should help her because she is a refugee, and any refugee can come to another place and make it very easily if he faces any danger in his country. The robot asks him what kind of refugee you are, disaster refugee or political refugee. Eva knew that disaster refugees do not have to come to other countries. That is why she said that I am a political refugee. That is what Eva meant to say, was that she had come from a country where there was a war going on. Here Robert tells her, "I will listen to you, but you turn around and come from behind." Actually, he wanted to scan her completely. Eva obeyed him and went back, and when she came back, she changed her appearance. Again, she made herself like Eva, and this was the mistake she had made. When the robot scanned her appearance, she did not appear to be a refugee, and the robot refused to give her shelter again. For the third time, when Eva came in front of the robot in her real form, the robot, on seeing Eva, told her that just some time ago an unknown person and a refugee had Come here, but I sent her away. Eva felt that maybe now the robot is remembering some new things. She says to the robot, please. You let me go inside, but this time also the robot asks her for the password. Tired, Eve starts leaving, and before leaving, she tells the robot that next time a refugee comes here, give him water. Now Eva had to drink water. She again came in front of the robot in the guise of a refugee, and she told the robot that she wants water, but before giving water, the robot now started investigating with her. He asks her for her documents, Eva. She starts getting angry at him that I am a refugee. I have come running away from the environment of war. In such a situation, where will I have the documents? Hearing this, now the robot tells her that you will have to give an explanation that you do not want to live in our country. And Eva created a false story that all her parents were killed in the world. Now she lives alone. There is a threat to her life, so she has come here. Fed up, she again asks for water from the robot, then the robot. He tells that I will give water to a refugee only when I first give water to Eva, and I will give water to Eva only when Eva tells me her password. She does not remember the password. Eva had to spend another night outside. Her body had become weak due to hunger and thirst. In the morning, she starts pleading in front of the robot, please give me a little water or let me go inside for a second. Robert tells him, I'm sorry. I can't help you. I can't help you. I would have helped you even if I thought you were the last person in the world. But just yesterday, a refugee and an unknown girl came in front of me. In such a situation, because both of them are alive, your respect has diminished. Eva's body had no strength at all so that she could argue with this robot. Here the robot overpowers her and tells her that there is a power plant nearby. It is possible that there may be a human being there because the robot often comes to know about his movements. Had there been humans there, there would have been water and food there. Without thinking, Eva moved towards that place. There was very little oxygen in her oxygen cylinder because all the other oxygen tanks were inside her house, but still she went inside that power plant. This power plant was very deep. It took a lot of time for Eva to descend, but thankfully, after going inside, she took down the oxygen cylinder with some water bottle and broke the door with an axe and went inside where she saw that there. All the bottles of the present was empty. Another burikam, which happened with Eva, some radiations are coming out in this plant, which can harm the body of Eva, and she had now felt that all the strength of her camp is put on her camp, and the last time to try to save her life, it shows that the robot was made a very strong collision due to the collision of the car, but the robot did not see something. The next morning, the condition of that was very bad. It was very bad. He had a few sisters left. Unknown. Attacking him, Thawa was not paying much attention to her words. She was asking her to water, but the robot tells her in here, I cannot leave my posts and need. Just as his dad has come to give him water, but in front of him, he sees that he had a robot that was his password Mang. Now it was not known to speak inside Eva. Here the robot told him that if you have died, my password will be automatically. Did your new password Lavender set Cardia? This robot had no sadness due to the death of the last person. It was just the intelligent intelligence.